The 8th Round Army took action. The F-16 and the F-16 crossed the border and aimed at Afghanistan. On October 10, 2025, an Afghan Taliban senior intelligence officer confirmed that there were many unidentified aircraft attacking Kabul. Although the informant did not mention the specific location of the attack and the casualties, he clearly pointed out that the initiator of the attack was the Air Force. According to media reports, 2 loud explosions were heard in Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan. It is speculated that it was a series of explosions. The explosion caused the local people to panic. Many Kabul residents and foreign personnel in Afghanistan fled to safe zones. The whole city was surrounded by tension. Later, multiple media further confirmed that since late October 9th, the Pakistani Air Force has launched a large-scale bombing operation in Kabul. Afghanistan's former governor of Logar Province, Logar Ahmad Khair, condemned Pakistan's attack on Kabul. He said that this was a clear violation of Afghanistan's territorial integrity. The direct fire of the incident can be traced back to the border ambush 2 days ago. On October 8th, the Pakistani army encountered a roadside bomb and ambush by Pakistani Taliban armed men in the northern Gulam area. 9 soldiers and 2 officers were killed. 19 attackers were killed. The most serious military casualties in the past 6 months made the Pakistani army determined to launch a cross-border operation to clear the border. According to multiple sources, the Pakistani Air Force launched a mixed squadron consisting of F-17 Dragon and F-16 fighter jets that night. Under drone coordination, 7 targets in Afghanistan were hit accurately, covering 4 major cities in Kabul, Malta, Jera, and Jalalabad. The focus was on clearing the TTP training camp and strongholds in Pakistan. The Pakistani Air Force revealed that this operation was supported by intelligence from the U.S. Central Command. The CM-400 AKG air-to-ground missile and F-16 JDAM precision-guided bomb form a complementary strike chain. The Afghan Taliban can only rely on the U.S.-made single-weapon missile and the 23mm high-fire gun to build defense. In the face of a modernized fighter jet, the border force has almost no power to fight back. This kind of attack and defense imbalance explains why the Afghan authorities can only announce the high alert of the air defense system, but never take a retaliatory action. In order to avoid military confrontation, it is necessary to cover up the embarrassing fact that the TTP is deployed in its territory. What's more complicated behind the conflict is the cross-national linkage of the terrorist network. Although the TTP has no public affiliation with the Afghan Taliban, there is a long-term secret cooperation. The former used the Area A as a blockhouse and a logistics base. In this air raid, the 8th side claimed to have killed 4 TTP key commanders, such as Shir Zaman, Abu Hamza, and others. But about the death of the supreme leader Nur Wali Mahasood, the U.S. media source said he was killed in an air raid near Kabul Square. The TTP released a voice message to prove his safety. This kind of intelligence confusion is the struggle between the 2 sides for the sovereignty of the psychological war. The tough attitude of the current situation and the 8th Army may temporarily contain the TTP, but the reports of Kabul citizens' casualties have aroused international attention. The silent diplomacy of the Afghan Taliban is at risk. If the civilian casualties continue to increase, it may force the Afghan authorities to break the silence.